Like, hello, I haven't come on all day, all day. It was because it's raining crazy. Oh my god! But have you guys been doing the Return of Thunders? The Return of Thunders. The Return of Thunders are gonna return the energy back to whoever is putting it out there. Like these people, I don't understand the mentality of a person that plays in black magic. You know, they play in black magic and they do all this evil and they wish all this stuff. You know, they want all this stuff to happen to you. It doesn't happen because you believe in God and God covers you, God protects you, God is real. You know, God is real. And these people, they just do the most to affect your life. And it's crazy. It's like it's just it sounds crazy. But the thing is it really happens. Like that this is what people do. I'm trying to open a new incense. I got vanilla from Blunt Effects. But it's, you know, so I try to make sense of it because I'm always doing the Return of Thunders and I'm talking about it. I clear the energy out. Like whatever happens, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. The thing is that I end up knowing, you know, and then it bothers me because it could be someone I didn't want it to be this way and then it ends up being this way and I'm just like, damn, like, you know, that was kind of fucked up, but you know, it is what it is and you have to cut your losses. You know, you can't speak to them again, you can't speak to them ever again, you can't keep them around you. Like how you get away from the black magic is you have to cut all ties. You have to cut all communication. You cannot talk to the person. You cannot see the person. You cannot text the person. You cannot message the person. You cannot DM the person. You cannot email the person. Like you just have to cut all ties, like all ties, no forms of communication. That's how you get away from the black magic. Because if you sit there and you continue to communicate with the person, they're gonna trap you again. They're gonna trap you again. They're gonna have you all fucked up all over again. And you finally escaped. You finally escaped. You finally got away. And then you're gonna get yourself caught up all over again. And it's like, oh my God, like, no, no. And then it's like you don't want to think that it's magic. You don't want to think that it's magic and this is what people do. But this is what people do, and you have to be mindful of it so you're not caught up in some mess and you're like, oh my God, like, and then you can't get away, you know? And then it just sucks. Like when you can't get away from some shit and then they keep doing stuff to you to affect your mind and they control the way you react. They control everything. And then you don't have control of yourself. You don't have control of your body. You don't have control of your emotions. Then you sit there and you create problems when there are none. You know, that's what black magic does. Like people playing in black magic, they want control. That's what it is. They want control and they want control of your mind. That's what it is. So you have to know your mind. You have to be able to control your mind. You have to know your emotions. You have to know like what is going on. Like you have to know when somebody's playing with you. You have to know because these people will sit here and they'll play with you, they'll ruin your entire life, and they will give two fucks about what happens to you and what you did, how you made a scene, and they don't care what you did. They don't care because it's not done, but they laugh at the way they can control you and they can manipulate your mind. So it's a problem. It's a problem because you can't prove it. You can't prove it. I'm just saying, oh, this person is doing black magic, or this person did a fucking love spell, or this person just did some chaos magic to cause problems in the home, or this one is, you know, I can say that, but how can I prove that? You know? You can't prove it. You know, you can't prove a death spell. They want you dead, right? You know that they want you dead. You can feel your heart, like somebody fucking with you. You can feel all that, but you can't prove who did it. Who did it? Who did it? How do you know? How do you know that that person is the one that, you know, you can't prove? Whatever. Like, just get you some tea lights. If you do anything, you watch this channel, you're watching this channel, right? And I talk about all this stuff. I talk about ancestor money. I burn these candles, right? I burn these candles. I do return to senders, and I'm like, oh, you can return the energy back to whomever is putting it out there. Like, you can return it. Like, you don't have to sit in that energy. Like, that's not your energy. These people putting all this stuff out. Ooh, and they want all this stuff to happen to you, and it's like, oh my God, like, I didn't even do anything to anybody. Like, why are they coming for me like this? I don't know. I don't know, but you have to know how to defend yourself. And I do return to senders. So my little thing. I do return to senders every day, multiple times a day. So with this one, like, it didn't turn black. That's a good thing. They did not turn black and sooty, and they didn't go crazy. So it's a good thing that didn't happen, because when it turns black and sooty, or sometimes they don't go out. It won't go out. Like, they're wanting delays. They're causing delays to happen. They don't want whatever is supposed to come to you. They're trying to slow it down. When it turns black, that is that they're working against you. Like, whatever it is that's supposed to come into your life, they're trying to stop it. They don't want it to come to pass. They don't want you to get whatever you're supposed to get. They don't want you to get it. So they're doing black magic. But how can you prove that? How can you prove it? Like, I don't know. Like, how? Like, I know what they're doing, but it's like, how can you prove it? You know? That's the problem. That's why people keep doing it, because you can't prove it. It's just a theory that, oh, this is what they're doing, and that's why this happened, and that's why that happened. That's why they're doing all this other, you know. You could say it, but there's no way to prove it, you know. That's why it's so difficult to prove it in a court case, or to prove it in anything, like, because how can you prove it? Like, there's no way to prove it. It's hearsay. It's like, it's just you knowing that they did it, and that they're gonna deny. That's just how it goes. You can't be naive. You can't be oblivious. You can't be like, oh my God, nobody does that. Oh, you don't get crazy. People don't do that. Everybody plays in black magic. White people, Spanish people, black people, all kind of people, Asian people, Indian people, Africans. Africans do it too. Everybody plays in it. You can't be like, oh my God, like, what did you say? You sound so off the wall. Like, it's not off. You need to like, wake up. Like, don't be asleep to the things. Don't be asleep to reality, because this is reality. This is what is really happening in the world, and then everyone is asleep, and they're not aware, or they don't know how to protect themselves. So, and then things happen, and they end up falling for it. Like, the black magic works on them, because they don't know, and they don't believe in it, and they think, oh, it's not going to work on them. And it's like, you know, it's going to work on you, because you're unaware of what is going on. You're unaware of how to protect yourself, protect your energy. Like, you have to be aware of what the hell is going on, and what people can and will do against you, just to take from you, or to stop you, or to, you know, just to do all this stuff. And it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But you have to be mindful, like, yeah, like, this can actually happen. It actually does happen. Get you some splash. Laituods love splash. Like, I make this splash. It is for protection. It is to remove the negative energies. It's to clear your aura. It is for your benefit. It's gonna help you. It's gonna make things better. Let's spray it. It's just gonna make everything better. And then the work is just not gonna work on you. It's gonna attract all this good luck to you, these blessings, good fortune. Like everything is just gonna come to you. You're gonna be like, oh my God, like all this good luck. It's just gonna start coming to you, and you're just gonna be in a better mood. You know, because when people playing in this magic, it messes you up. It messes you up. It messes up your mood, your mental, because that's what it does. It fucks with your head. Like it plays with your mind, and then it's like you don't know what is going on. That's why you have to know yourself. You have to know your emotions. You have to know your thoughts. What are the way you think, the way you are as a human being. You have to know how you are. If you don't know yourself, then that's how people will play with you, because you don't know yourself. So it's like, you know, you have to know yourself. Then you're less, how do you say it, suspect, or less of a target. People won't come for you because they be like, oh, like, you know yourself, or you know how to control your mind. Like you mastered your mind, you mastered yourself, and no one can play with you. No one can play with you. Return ascenders. I do the return ascenders all the time. I'll be like, oh, do some return ascenders. Get you some tea lights and do some return ascenders. Be like, get you a pack of tea lights and be like, you know what? I'm going to do some return ascenders today. I'm going to send all this energy back to whoever put it out there. Be like, you know, God is real. God is real. And the energy, these people putting this energy out, is like, you can send the energy back. Like you can return it. You can send it back to whoever put it out there, and you can be okay. Let me pause this. I don't know if this is too loud. You can send the energy back to wherever it is coming from. All it takes for you to have a return to sender is to carve in it. Return to sender. And that's it. That is what makes it a tea light, a return to sender. Tea lights don't come as return to senders. You have to make it a return to sender. How you make it a return to sender is when you take that initiative and you be like, you know what? I'm gonna make a return to sender, and I'm gonna carve in the candle, and I'm gonna make a return to sender, and I'm gonna return all this energy back to whoever is putting it out there. Just do it. You can't even see it. All I did was write in there, return to sender. That's all I do. That's all I do is write in it, return to sender. When you light it, I'm gonna light the rest later. Like when, can you see it? Cause this thing, okay. When you light it, you have to give it the commands of a return to sender. So I'm gonna just go with one for now. You know, the more you do, the stronger the return to sender will be. So you can do one. One is enough. One is enough. But I'm like obsessive with it, so I do a lot because I want it to be strong. They're not turning black anymore. Now it's burning clear, and now all the energy is going back to these people. These people are fucked up. Like they are all messed up. I don't know how messed up they are, because I stay away from all that kind of negative, nasty, toxic energy. I stay away from that. Like I don't want to be around that. Like you all fucked up and you think I want to hang out with you? Like no, I don't want to hang out with you. No. But the return to senders, I've been doing them for a while. They were turning black. They were sooty. They were popping. They were going out. They were going out midway, like they weren't burning completely. They weren't burning out. So I was like, you know, that's because they were working. They were working, and I have to keep going. Keep going. Like, don't be scared. Don't be scared because it's going out. Don't be scared because it's turning black. It's popping or whatever's going on with the tea light. Don't be scared of it. It's like you have to keep going. When you keep going, you are sending the energy back. It's just going back to them. Like whatever they're trying to throw at you, it's not gonna affect you. It's not gonna harm you. It is not gonna touch you, because you are doing a return to sender, and you are sending the energy back to wherever it came from. That is all a return to sender does. You know, It sends the energy back to whomever's putting it out there. That's why we are not supposed to be out here wishing evil onto others and causing harm onto others. And you're not supposed to be wishing that. Like, you're supposed to be wishing for blessings, success, happiness, good fortune. This is what you're supposed to be wishing for, and then it's going to come to you as a blessing. These people sit here and they do curses. They pray and they do curses. They pray, they light their candles, and they're cursing people. They get your name and they do all this stuff. And it's like, oh my God. Like, these people have lost their mind. They are cursing themselves because the energy goes back to them. When you believe in God, God is not going to let these low, the lowest that are low, it's not gonna let these people affect you. Black magic is the lowest that are low, the dirtiest, the nastiest. It's like, ew. I don't deal with people like that. I just don't. And then it's like when you're doing black magic or playing in black magic, it's just, I look at it as a bad thing. It's just nasty. It's just, it's work I would never do. Some people do black magic work and it's good, it's effective, and it actually helps. Like black magic is good to do on people that are evil, wicked, and cruel. Like, oh, you want to play and be evil and wicked and cruel? Okay, then another person that's just as bad as you is gonna finish you. It's gonna whatever. It's like we need good and we need evil. That's why we have both. But it's like, it's supposed to, I don't know how to say it. It's like we have them both, but it's supposed to be balanced. Like, it's supposed to be good in one place and evil in another place. You're not supposed to come together. It's not supposed to, That's why when good comes, it's not complicated, but it's like you can't have them together because there's always going to be a war. It's always going to be a problem because they're together in a room. So it's like good and evil, just it doesn't mix. We will never get along. Like, all these people, they try to come for me, they try to kill me, and it's like I'm trying to make things right. These people doing everything wrong. They're doing everything, how do you say, morally wrong, injustices. They're doing all this stuff. They get away with it because they're rich, or they have money, they have influence, they have affluence. So they get away with it. But then here I come and I'm trying to fix everything. And then here they go attacking me because I'm trying to fix it. And I'm just like, oh my God. I just stay faithful. Faithful to God. I'm like, God got me. God covers me. God protects me. God would never let any of these people affect me. They could try though. Like, the weapons will form and they'll think that they done killed me, right? They think they done killed me. Then they wake up in the morning and be like, oh, this bitch done posted something. It's it's funny. It shouldn't be funny, because they're trying to kill you, right? I shouldn't laugh at it, but I laugh at it because it doesn't work and they still keep doing it, and then it affects them. I do return to senders every day, so whatever they're doing, it ends up going back to them, and their people start dying, or things start happening to them, and then they don't get it. I don't know. They don't get it. It's like, how dense can you be? Like, really? But whatever. Return to senders. All it takes for you to have a return to sender is just to carve in it. Can you see it? I don't know if you can't see it. It's just carving in it, return to sender. Once you carve in it, return to sender, you gotta return to sender. When you light it, and you give it the command of a return to sender. Like, this is gonna be a return to sender. Return all this energy back to whoever is putting it out there. It's like, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back to them, and it's them they're just gonna be in a bad situation, a worse situation, and it is what it is. Like, I can move forward. I can move forward. I can have a good life, a good future. Things will things will just move along for me and things will be fine for me, and these people are gonna be all fucked up, like they ruined their entire life. Like that's the reality of it, because I'm 44, I'm gonna be 45. These people could be 65 and they're old as shit and they're playing in Blackmagic and they doing all this stuff. Like, you know, you cursed your life. You cursed the rest of your life. That's what they did. And I don't know if they know that or I don't know. Whatever. But anybody can do a return asunder. Just do your return asunders and send the energy back. Because these people curse themselves. You're not doing anything. This doesn't have anybody's name. It's nobody's name. It's energy. You have to know your energy. You have to know when energy is not yours. And when it's not yours, you just rebuke it. Rebuke it. Like, this is not my energy. Like, what the fuck? Why am I thinking like this? Like, oh no. Rebuke this energy. Get you some tea lights. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do a return asunder one day. I'm gonna do a return asunder. Like, and just do it. Just do the return asunder. Like, you're not hurting nobody. It's just clearing your energy and clearing your space. It's freeing yourself because you don't know who is doing what. That's what it is. You don't know who is doing what. And the only way to escape it is to cut ties with the person doing the black magic. You have to get away from it. Get away from the person doing the work. You have to get away, because if you're around them, then they're going to do the work again. So you have to get away from them. There's no other way. Like, you just have to get away. That's why I resigned. And I block people instantly. Like, once I figure some shit out or I see some shit and then I can't unsee it, I block you. Like, oh hell no, you're not doing this shit to me. And we're supposed to be friends, cool. Like, oh hell no. You know, block. But you know, that's the only way to get away from it. You have to stop talking to them, stop speaking to them, stop texting them, stop, just stop. Stop everything, and you know, act like they don't exist and move forward and be happy. Happiness is a choice, and you can be happy. You can be happy. Stay positive, vibe high, always. Leave with love. Bye.